The clock is ticking, the time is near. Rise up stronger, cast away the fear. Every heartbeat echoes like a drum. The future's calling, here we come. The sky's wide open, no chains can bind. A world of wonders for the curious mind. Step by step we're building a climb. The path is ours, now is the time. Never give up, the fire's inside. Through every storm we're born to rise. Limitless dreams, we're breaking the chains. The future is ours, let it pour like rain. The ground may tremble, but we won't fall. Stand together, we'll conquer it all. Through the shadows, we'll light the way. Every dawn births a brighter day. The countdown starts, the moment's here. Feel the rush as the world comes clear. Unique powers ignite the flame. We're all connected in this game. Never give up, the fire's inside. Through every storm, we're born to rise. Limitless dreams, we're breaking the chains. The future is ours, let it pour like rain. Never give up, the fire's inside. Through every storm, we're born to rise. Limitless dreams, we're breaking the chains. The future is ours, let it pour like rain. Yeah, like rain.
When I was born, they had no hope for me, but I survived to build a legacy. I felt no love as I was raised. I felt broken, disheartened, and betrayed. But here I am, doing my own thing. I'll take a stand, I'll take a stand. I can do anything. You take one look at me and see a man with a disability. You don't know what I can be. You just take me for granted. So here I go, here I go. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Don't tell me no, don't tell me no. I'll show you I am strong. You think that I am disabled? I'm gonna show you I'm very capable. I was made fun of when I was in school. It broke my heart. I wasn't cool. I wanted to give up, wanted to end my life. I couldn't take the pain, couldn't take the strife. But here I am, living the dream. I got some friends, and they're on my team. You take one look at me and see a man with a disability. You don't know what I can be. You just take me. So here I go, here I go. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Don't tell me no, don't tell me no. I'll show you I am strong. You think that I am disabled? I'm gonna show you I'm very capable. I'm a survivor and that's a fact. It was a long road, but I'm not looking back. I am a winner and I choose to succeed. I'm stronger. My past made me be. I'm Zach and I'm just being me. I'm not disabled, I've got a unique ability.
At Unique Prepping, we're all about building stronger communities and preparing for the unexpected. Now, we're taking our mission even further by partnering with Stolen Spirits, a powerful initiative focused on raising awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. Together, we're blending preparedness with advocacy, shining a light on the issues that matter most. Join us as we unite for a cause, inspire change, and build a future where every voice is heard and every life is valued. Unique Prepping and Stolen Spirits, stronger together.
Hello there.
Well, hello there.
Hello, and a massive welcome to all you incredible folks out there in the Unique Prepping community. Buckle up, because we're diving into episode 12 of our one-of-a-kind live stream series, Unique Q&A. Pick my brain things you want to know about unique prepping. This is the place where we get raw, real, and ready to tackle anything and everything you've got on your mind. You're a hardcore prepper with a bunker full of supplies or someone just dipping their toes into the world of preparedness. This episode is for you, our amazing community of forward thinkers, doers, and survivors. Tonight, we're throwing the doors wide open for an interactive, no-holds-barred Q&A session that's all about you picking my brain. Want to know the nitty-gritty of how to prep for uncertain times? Curious about the best ways to stockpile food, water, or gear without breaking the bank? Tips on building a bug-out bag that's ready for anything or crafting a survival plan that's as unique as you are? Got you covered with practical, battle-tested advice that's been honed through years of prepping experience. But here's the kicker, this isn't just about prepping. I'm laying it all out there, so you can ask me anything. Want to know about my personal life? My favorite survival hack? Weirdest food I've ever tried in a survival scenario? Or maybe how I balance prepping with everyday life? Nothing is off limits, so bring your wildest, most curious questions to the table. And here's what makes this episode extra special, it's an open panel. Right, folks, this isn't just a Q&A, it's a community powwow where anyone can jump in and join the conversation. Want to share your own prepping tips, swap stories, or just vibe with fellow preppers? All you need to do is grab the link pinned at the top of the chat and hop on the panel. You're here to ask a question, share a hot take, or just soak up the knowledge. We want to hear from you. This is our space to connect, learn, and grow as a community, so don't be shy. Let's make this live stream one for the books. We're going to dig into the practical stuff, like how to prioritize your prepping budget, what gear is worth the hype, and how to stay mentally sharp when the world gets chaotic. But we'll also have some fun, swap a few laughs, and maybe even spill some secrets about what makes unique prepping so, well, unique. Grab a snack, preferably one with a long shelf life, settle in, and let's get this party started. Drop your questions in the chat, join the panel via the pinned link, and let's talk about how to stay prepared, resilient, and ready for whatever the future throws our way. Before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to this incredible community. You're the heart and soul of unique prepping, and I'm beyond grateful for your energy, passion, and support. If you're loving what we're doing here, please take a second to like, subscribe, comment, and share this live stream. Like, every comment, and every share helps us reach more people who want to join this movement and build a stronger, more prepared world together.
Is that
Gotta
it,
wait
Zach?
sometimes. Yeah, gotta wait sometimes.
I was waiting for some more.
What's going on? Where are we? I am in
Yeah, and I put in the chat.
Alabama.
Don't be asking them how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Those are silly questions, people.
Why are people fascinated with that question? If
I know.
it's how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? That means the woodchuck can't chuck wood. So why are you worried about how much wood the woodchuck can chuck? And it's a silly question.
There you go. You got your first question by my girl. I'm going to let Zach answer that first.
What's one common misconception about prepping you wish
You
more
wish more
people
people
understood?
hmm I have an answer for that, but I'll wait to see what Zach says because Zach is the Google of answers. He shakes his head, but he's being humble. Buff can attest to it. He is the Google.
I say one of the biggest ones I see is like people think you're a nut job prepper. It's like, this scenario is never going to happen. You're overreacting. And like, no, just being ready. Now, if I was buying a missile silo in the middle of Nevada, that'd be a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's the name of that show? Oh, I think it was
Doomsday
Extreme
Prepper.
Preppers. Yeah, them.
Doomsday Prepper. Yeah.
Some of them. Oof.
See, I don't like that show because it was just them making fun of him. Really.
And they'd rate them at the end. I was like, okay. Who are you to be a self-proclaimed expert to give them a rating at the end?
Right.
It's like, who are you?
Yeah. Or when they say experts say that they only have 1 week of food supplies. Like, who are these experts?
Yeah, what makes
Is
you
it
an expert?
how many of these experts did they actually ask? Was it 1 expert? Was it 5? Was it 10? We don't know who these experts are. Give us your
People.
receipts. Right?
Oh,
Jim, what's up?
Jim, Jimmy, Jim.
Jim. I'm out of beer.
They're gonna move some stuff around.
That's a good answer there, Auntie. Still waiting on Zach. If it's your first time ever watching Unique Prepping, you gotta have patience. So Buff and I will try to.
Well, I wish people would not look at all the overreaction into prepping. I think it's a glamorized misconception that the mainstream media treats it.
Very good. Yeah, I agree, and I think a lot of people get the misconception of hoarding. There's a difference between hoarding and prepping. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not a prepper. I would never be a prepper." But oh, thank you. Everybody's a prepper. I've said it before. Zach, you were on the stream with me when I was saying, if you have a spare tire in your car, that's you being a prepper. If you have jumper cables in your car, you have an extra thing of oil, coolant, whatever the case may be, you get ready for the winter's going to come around the corner. And some people put some kitty litter in there, a shovel, snow chains. Yeah, that's you prepping. And if you go to the store, unless you're an Italian, because the Italians are the only ones I know that really do this, or in Spain, they buy for that day. Okay. Americans, we buy for weeks on end. That's you being a prepper. That's the misconception. That's the biggest misconception that I'm not a prepper, you're a prepper, you're crazy. No, actually, everybody's a prepper. You're preparing for the week, you're preparing for the day. Heck, when I get ready for work, and I'm sure Buff does this too, before he goes to sleep in his truck, I bet you he gets all his stuff ready for when he wakes up. He goes and grabs his toiletry kit, goes into the bathroom, brushes his teeth. He's got his clothes ready for him when he first wakes up. That's what I do. I set my clothes out. I got my lunch ready. That's me being a prepper. I'm preparing for the next day.
I don't even go inside to brush my teeth. I brush my teeth right here at the truck. I have a
There you go.
system with water and everything. 'Cause I don't want to be in there elbow to elbow with those nasty. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that is the easiest. What you just did there, the easiest way to show what practical prepping is: jumper cables, extra oil, stuff like that. And it's like, oh, congratulations, you're one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, I don't have 50 gallons of drinkable water, a stockpile of toilet paper, you know, a gun with boat flares or anything like that in my
Yeah.
rig. And I'm like, all right, that might be a little much. But those are things you keep at the house.
Mm-hmm.
You got more room, you prep for your environment.
Yeah, when I was over the road like Buff is, everybody talks about a bug out bag and they have a get home bag, right? My get home bag was a lot different than everybody else's get home bag because if there was a scenario where everything shut down, right? I knew I was going to be thousands of miles away from home. So me getting home was going to be different than somebody that lives in a city and they're off at work 30 minutes away. And even then, people weren't prepared for that if that happened because a 30-minute drive turns out to be what, like a 2 to 3 hour walk.
Yeah.
So people aren't even prepared for that, you know. And every once in a while, like the biggest thing I see in the prepping community that is really egregious to me is people buy gear and they never test it out. Just because you buy a tent that says it's waterproof, you might want to test it out. See if it really is waterproof.
And also good practice to
Yeah.
practice putting it together and taking it back down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's a lot of tests that you got to do. Like me and Michelle, can't remember when it was, but a while back, where if there was an intruder, and even prepping your home, if you have an alarm system on your home, you're a prepper. If you have cameras outside your house, you're a prepper. If you go out and get a dog, you're a prepper. If you're one of these people that goes and takes the little tiny screws for the bolt and your locks, and you change it out to be a 2-inch or a 3-inch screw in there, you're a prepper because you're getting set and ready in case there's going to be an intruder. Because those little tiny screws aren't gonna hold that deadbolt in place. Oh yeah, yeah, Auntie. If that, you have to have that mindset that there could be roadblocks, there could be detours, and even with that, like you're gonna have to do a lot of walking, and you have to set out your route just in case. If it was me when I was on the road, I actually looked at a lot of the back roads because I wouldn't want to be near any interstate. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to take the interstate. I would want to avoid the interstate and a lot of the major highways. I want to take like county roads. I want to take a bunch of back roads that nobody really drives down. I could walk down that and hopefully not see a lot of people. But if I try to walk the interstate or the highways, I know I'm going to run into people. And I don't want to run into people because guess what? People at that point in time could be considered an enemy of mine because, and I have stuff and they want my stuff. So I want to avoid that. So it's all pre-planning. Buff knows about pre-planning. We do that all the time as truck drivers.
I know what you're talking about.
Buff's one of
I'll
those
be
truck
right
drivers that doesn't.
back.
Buff is one of those truck drivers that doesn't even do a pre-trip on his truck. He's just like, "Yep, truck started. All right, everything's
I
good."
did one 3 days ago. It'll be fine.
He doesn't check for air leaks, oil, or any type of liquid leaking out. He doesn't look for leans.
Dude, there's a great meme somewhere. It's like this old guy. He's like it's like a meme. It's like 25 years of trucking, 3.7 whatever million miles, 2 pre-trips. Time to retire. Like, yeah, when will you get the truck? When will you turn it in? All right.
Yeah. Oh, there's another question for you. I was about to ask you a question because I haven't seen any questions. Oh, that's a good question. Only 5 foods as a prepper. You don't want to know mine. 5 foods. Spam, rice, beans, crackers, and take me a minute to figure out the 5th one I would want to say.
What was that question? If you could only stockpile 5 foods. Oh, what do I have? I've got I've got my spams, canned stuff, tuna. I keep a lot of tuna. It has good shelf life. What is it? My spam, my tuna, ramen, and a reliable
yeah,
way
ramen.
to heat water.
There you go, ramen right there. I'll do the ramen too.
Surprisingly enough, Chef Boyardee.
Oh yeah.
They have a good shelf life too.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the last one I got? Different canned fruits.
Nutter butters don't count. What? If nutter butters don't count, I just want to die.
Yeah, you get out of here with that blasphemy talk, you.
Right?
They got a strong shelf life. Twinkies used to.
Yeah.
What I've been hearing, they reformulated them. They're not what they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that in my life. No. Turn you into Tallahassee on Zombie Land for a Twinkie. That Twinkie, that was the key to that man's survival.
Yeah.
The beginning of that movie was shot in my hometown.
Stock up on rice, beans, crackers, ramen and tuna. These have a lot of protein and shelf life.
Yeah, I need to get more beans in my supply.
See, there you go. There you go. We all thought the same things. And if you're hungry, I don't care what anybody says, Spam is actually pretty good if you're hungry enough.
Oh, yeah. Man, I got all kinds of flavors of Spam.
Yeah, there you go.
And Spam's a fun one you can get creative with.
Yeah,
Shoot.
you can.
Throw some Spam chunks into the rice, too. I mean, ooh, yeah.
Freeze-dried onions and pepper mix. There you go. There you go. Throwing in some spices there. That's a good one. Throw some spices in there, because then you add some of those spices to your rice, and Doesn't seem like you're eating rice all the time. Now, I'll tell you one thing that Michelle makes, or Brood for Chaos makes. Oh man, it's pretty good. It's called cowboy slop. I love it. It's ground beef and baked beans. Ooh, man. And then she throws some ketchup, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce in there, and it tastes so good. Worst sister. What was that, babe? She said,
Screaming from the other room.
yeah.
That's
She's
why
a-
should I tell you, son of a...
Wash your sister. There you go. Wash your. There, she said, I put it in the chat. Wash your sister's sauce. Dad. Unique Prepping is a member for 3 months to the Unique Prepping channel. It's kind of an oxymoron, though, isn't it? Like, fuck it. If nobody else is going to support me, I'm going to support myself.
Oh, I thought that was a user named UP Lovers making a comment. Oh, it's on the screen. See, I was looking at it in chat.
Oh. Oh, there's another question. Why is Brood for Chaos the only one asking you questions? Come on, people. Come on.
I don't know, chat. Why?
Chat? It's probably because I said don't ask if a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
That's the
They're all
burning
like,
question everyone had on their mind.
yeah, that's the one question everybody had, and they're like, damn it, Nahum, you took it away from me.
Go back into hiding. Oh God, I can't do that right now. All right, is my phone plugged in? What is going on here?
Now, when Chaos says mindset, just to clarify, Chaos, do you mean like knowledge or just the mindset of prepping? Just to be clear. Because if it's knowledge, I would say knowledge is more important than supplies, and my personal, because I know from experience, not happening to me, but happening to another prepper that lived in Florida. She prepped for 12 years, had like at least 12 years worth of supplies in watertight containers that she thought were watertight, and a hurricane came and just destroyed all of her preps.
Oh no.
Yeah, mental mindset. Okay. Mental mindset. So for me, knowledge is a lot, because if you have that knowledge about edible plants, you know, depending on your state, because edible plants in Arkansas are different than the edible plants in Colorado, and probably similar but different in Georgia. I don't know. I'm not an expert in those states.
I definitely do not know. I've not spent much time studying the plant life. Something I definitely do want to get more into, recognizing what I can mess with and what I can't. Because the only things I really know are poison ivy and poison oak, and I'm not allergic to them, so it's no problem. But it's like I can't eat that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna try. I want to get into like really want to get into like berries.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even just simple things that maybe you could use as a garnish. What's safe to consume? Maybe certain plants that might be in a certain area in the woods and be like, well, there's things that are attracted to this. You might not want to camp out here because you'll be bothered by the, toilet bug, and they like to eat through canvas and stuff like that. And it was like,
Yeah.
Okay, let's not camp here. They feed on these things, so this is a breeding ground for them. Like,
Right.
yeah, let's go somewhere else. Oh, Margot
I
Robbie's in the
believe that
chat.
having a good mindset and knowledge can make a huge difference in your journey. Having a bad mindset can bring down your mortality and make bad decisions that hurt your life.
Mhm.
Yeah, gotta have that stay calm about you mindset. Yeah, everything's on fire around you, but let's get away from it all, or at
Mhm.
least. So I gotta. If it ever happens, I'm bugging out to a certain place in North Carolina. Once I can get there, we're up there with my niece and grandma. It's kind of perfect. My guitar player brother, he was setting all of this up before he passed, so we're gonna stick to his plan. I don't know if things get too rough from there. We're going into the mountains.
Yeah.
Definitely be at a higher elevation. So according to that last commercial I saw, I need to buy a Land Rover. Oh, there we go. What prepping gear do you always keep on you daily and use the most? Oh, you excited him.
His knife.
And he has demonstrated his proficient knife skills. So,
While Zach does that, I'm gonna go put this bowl up real quick.
I'll tell you what, one of the simplest things people you could keep on you is like something as gear. It's something so simple and small as a Leatherman pocket multi-tool. Let me see here. There's mine at. I don't know what that is. It's a simple Leatherman. You can keep it on your belt. You can keep it in your pocket. Bust it open. It's got like pliers on it and a whole assortment of different tools on it, like a knife, screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, a little saw, ruler on it, can opener. There's a whole bunch of little just stuff, tools. One of the smallest things you can keep that can be so useful. I gotta put my phone back down here. It's overheating. Yep, that's rule number 9 from Gibbs from NCIS. Always carry a knife. Always.
Keep my K-knife, my power bank, and light on me. Those 3 items are most important to me.
Oh,
See, I
yeah,
told you
good
his knife.
light. I always try to have a flashlight on me. That's just, I don't know. That goes back to mechanic days. Never know you need more light. See something. Even like in the daytime, it was like a little crevice or something. Just whip it out right quick.
Mhm.
but I'm used to wearing a utility belt, so just have random things on me.
Yeah.
Mayhem knows about the utility belts.
Oh yeah.
I want to find one of these good those like multi kind of axe tools. I can extend or collapse down as the axe head that does multiple things. It could be a breaching tool.
Mm.
Some have a nice carrying little sheath with them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm bringing my samurai sword with me or not. It's a nice sword. But
Yeah. That's your zombie apocalypse sword.
yeah, I ordered it and like I was out on the road when I it was years ago, and it came to the house. My aunt was looking at it. She was like, "What's in that box?" It was a long, skinny box. I'm like, "What'd you order?" We had some pool sticks, and I'm like, "No," and I showed her,
Mm.
and it's like a $300 sword. And she was like, "What are you gonna do with that?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, sometimes you want to save bullets." And she's just like, "Touche." And just left it at that. Miss, she also keeps a knife on her too. She's army.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a little prepping herself, you know. She always keeps good canned food on hand, water and stuff. She's always told me, you know, stuff get bad, you know, you come here, we can hold up. Between all the ammo between us, it'll be all right. I gotta call her. I'm gonna call her tomorrow. What do you think about Stephen Hoggins? Wings. Who is that? Oh, is that a person?
Stephen. Yeah, Stephen Hawkins. You know?
That's
You don't know?
Wings. Hey, blue butterfly.
Waiting for Zach to answer that.
Walter,
speech.
I looked up to him when I was younger to keep building myself. He gave me the inspiration to have a voice.
Mhm. I'm Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah, I never had anything against him. Very intelligent.
Oh, you're fine, Walter. We understand what you're saying. Uh-oh. Chaos said, I lied. Last one. She's got another last one for you, Zach. If you could only master one advanced skill, wilderness medicine, blacksmithing, seed saving, animal husbandry, carpentry, which would it be? Why would you want to make an animal your husband?
Good question.
I know what she means. She laughed.
Huh. That's a good
Yep.
question.
Animal husbandry is feeding and managing of farming animals, by the way.
Dang, I'd probably go with wilderness medicine because that's something I never really dabbled in.
Well,
I could do all the other stuff.
not marrying one.
Well, you said it.
You said it. She likes to use the big words, Buff. So she sounds smarter. She's gonna throw a flip flop at me too.
Let me guess. 5'3".
I don't know. She's a lot shorter than me.
Damn it, phone charge. Try closing some background stuff then. There you go.
Pick seed saving because I can keep growing food.
That's a good one. Seed
Yeah.
saving.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with what's going on nowadays with the food that you can get at the supermarket. They're bioengineered now, so you used to be able to take like a tomato from the produce aisle, cut it up, and plant it, and you would have tomatoes grow. Now you do it, it's like, what the
Oh,
heck happened?
it's like going to the grocery store and wow, seeing people do this. Pick the pick the grapes off of the vine. They're like, well, I'm not gonna eat the vine. I don't want to buy the vine. Pick the grapes off and like, I only need this many. Weigh it, put it in a bag, and go to the cash register and be like, this is not how we sell them. Well, this is all I need. Um,
Right? There
I'm
you
not the
go.
good manager.
Margaret has what entertainment items do you prep?
Oh.
You don't want to know what I got. Blow up dolls, lube. Oh, wait. I'm just
Got them in each one of my
condoms.
bags.
Gotta prep them condoms, you know.
That's in your let's go bag.
No, I think like sketchbooks, crayons. If you're a Marine, plenty of crayons because you might end up eating them.
Fuck you. It just
Oh, that's not TMI. Games. Yeah, that's a good one. Board games, card
Yeah,
games.
I like to keep my Xbox and 32-inch flat screen.
Well, if you have a powerful enough generator, you could play those games for a while.
Solar
DVDs.
powered Honda generator.
What a warm welcome. What the hell are we talking about? Oh, Jenny from the block. Oh, sorry. She walked in when I was talking about blow up dolls, lube, condoms.
Hi, Jenny. Oh no.
It gets a laugh out of Zach because Zach's laughing because he's got those items stored away. Trust me, I've seen them. I opened up that closet and I was like, "What's in here?" Oh, I'm sorry, Zach.
He said, "No,
No, you're not.
you weren't supposed to see that."
I mean, you got to be more specific. You can't just say entertainment items because that's like entertainment's
Yeah.
different for everybody.
My entertainment will be a knife sharpening kit and a gun cleaning kit. I mean,
Wow.
it just
Too late, Zach. Margaret said, too late. I've already spilled the beans. But see, like the only difference is Zach doesn't have a blow up doll. He's got one of those realistic dolls, you know, that are like $5,000. Yeah.
oh, the good ones.
Yeah, the real good ones.
Yeah, I've been looking into those.
I was super jealous when I saw it. I was like, Zach, if this goes missing, I didn't take it.
Oh, you introduced yourself to. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Who are you? I'm like, no, they're not real. Like, oh, so real, as Sammy Sosa would say. Back when he was dark skinned. All right, if y'all don't know who Sammy Sosa is, he's
And
like a.
I'm the human vibrator, so I don't need batteries. Oops, sorry, wrong channel. But I have coloring books, word search books, things that keep my mind going.
Oh, that's a good one. Word searches, yeah.
Yeah, word searches. Zach, you know what else? We should look for those. We should look for those Where's Waldo books and start prepping those. Yeah, those would be good. Or the find this item in this picture book. Yeah,
Let's get some
cool.
lifestyle magazines.
Yeah, is that what they're in? Lifestyle magazines?
Um, they had stuff like that, like spot the differences, or how many. Yeah, the differences between these two pictures. It's the same picture, but little tweaks in there. And God, it's an old magazine. It's just,
Yeah.
but
Ooh,
yeah, I
puzzles.
mean,
Not just
yeah, I don't.
puzzle books, but puzzles. Those like those 1,000-piece puzzles. Ooh, those keep you busy for a while.
Yeah, I just don't need too much, man. Because that only child syndrome played a number on me. Because I'll find anything out in nature when I'm by myself and just have a blast with it. Let imagination take over. And I was one of those kids. I will have a full blown argument with myself, and a third person might intervene, and it's all me. I'm not crazy. I was just lonely.
She said, "Okay, I'm done." That's a lie. She won't be done
Until the
asking
next one.
questions. Yeah, she won't be done asking questions until you don't hear her in chat, see her in chat, and I'll be like, "Yep, she fell asleep."
Well, they're good questions.
They are.
What's the hardest ethical choice you think preppers might face? Sharing supplies, defending against neighbors, etc. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. I think it's a
Phew.
I think it's a mixture of all of that, especially like
Yeah.
like in our neighborhood. Um, the hardest thing for us is to hide a lot of the like when the grid goes down, there's no power. It'll be hard for us to hide that we have power here, you know. So that means like blackening the
Blackout sheets. Yeah.
yeah, blackout sheets and all that, and avoid playing music loud because they'll be like, wait a minute, how do they got music over there?
Batteries.
Yeah.
See, I think like that goes back to something we had talked about before about like whether to go small group or a larger group or solo. Um, say like within a small group or a larger group, you find that one person that's just really slowing you down. Maybe they're eating more of the food, not pitching in as much as they should be. Is like you tell that person you're out,
Yeah.
excommunicado. But if they're
Yeah.
that much of a crap bag, I guess it would be kind of easy. But maybe it's somebody that they do have a nice personality, but it's like you don't contribute your fair share. Where I need you to go. You're wasting resources.
Yeah. And that's a good question for Zach. Next question. Which is better, lone wolf or in a group? Or just family dynamic?
Yeah, we had talked about that. Um, yeah, let's do that one next.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll type that in the chat so we remember it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely forget. Forget. Like, what are we talking about? Hold on. I need to get some puzzles and increase my memory.
Hmm.
What was that?
There you go. I put it in the chat. See, some people would say group is better, but we'll talk about that.
So I can kick my toddler out? Well, geez.
Well, if you have met her toddler, you would agree. I don't know how many times we have threatened to ship him off to Madagascar.
Well, you can hold a flashlight. You know, you get some worth.
Well, see, the other problem with him, though, is he could hold the flashlight and you could say, point the flashlight at this, and he would be like, holding it like that, and then go, ooh, butterfly.
Aziz, light.
I see it's light. Oh, yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh, yeah. I fixed it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Say that the most hardest, Wopaw's Zach no dirty mind, ethical choice to make is kicking out people who don't follow rules. May relay on their skills, but the morality kicks in. And I'd choose group because lone wolves can't manage everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there are pros and cons to everything. Like, there's pros for being a lone wolf because you are self-reliant. You only rely on yourself, and you know, what are you going to do if you break the rules? Are you going to kick yourself out of the group? You're not in a group, so. But the con is you don't have the strength in numbers. With a group, you have the strength in numbers, so that's the pro. But the con is you're gonna have to delegate. You know, like you were talking about, Zach. You'll have to make that ethical, and you'll probably have to have a government type structure, you know, or a chain of command or something like that. There's going to be people that don't really agree with the choices of the chain of command or the government structure. And this is the problem I see. Me and Rescue had a few conversations about this, and it's like those that have a problem with the structure of the government now, you know, in the end times, you're going to create another government structure, but you're going to create what you're kind of used to seeing, you know. So uh, there's always going to be room for that corruption, you know, misinformation, misguidance, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, me personally, I like to, I would say for me, would be the family dynamic. With the family dynamic, you have the, yeah, races and cultures and all. With the family dynamic, you have more like individuals, like-minded individuals, that you can hopefully trust a little bit more. Outside people, like Zach is not my family, but he is my brother, you know. So I would that family dynamic right there. I would have Zach, you know, Zach and I would be in a group together. Buff and I would be in a group together because I've known Buff for a while, you know. But when it comes to a group, it's hard. It's hard to have um, the the ethical choices in there sometimes, because I know for a fact that Buff laughed about it, but if he was around uh, Chaos's son a lot, he would have been like, "All right, yeah, let's kick him out. He's gonna get us, he's gonna get us caught." You know, we're trying to be over here sneaky, and all of a sudden we're walking through the woods, and he's like, "Oh, there's a cat!" And he's really loud, and you're like, and then he'll start pouting like, "Yeah," and being all loud again, and you're like, "Oh, nobody survives alone." I think I
I
I
could
don't know about that. Have
argue.
you seen that show Alone? Those people are out there for a while surviving alone, and all they have to rely on is themselves.
Yeah, I'm more of the
You know?
lone wolf type, but I know there's family, like on the move. I know there's definitely that family aspect. We're gonna want to. It's like small group. I don't want no large stuff like oh, just example of The Last of Us, how they were rebuilding that whole town out there in, I
Mm-hmm.
guess they were in Wyoming or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, you got strengths and
Yep.
numbers, but then they end up rebuilding the government, and there's the disagreements, and we got a council now. And it's just like, okay, we're just
Yeah.
rebuilding government. What gives you the right to think that you know what's better
Right.
than anybody else? And there's like one episode of that when they took a vote to go, help what was her name? Ellie, to help her out. And I thought everybody at the meeting, everyone that chose to be at that meeting, I thought everybody was going to get the vote. And come to find out, it's just no, just the council members vote. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, that seems a little. I mean, I get it, but I think it'd be more fair if the entire town voted, because this
Right.
is
Well, that's why I
this is
said like
yeah,
that's why I said you'll set up a structure that you are familiar with, and that reminded me a lot of like city hall or city council. You know,
mm,
nowadays, if you watch a lot of these city councils that are going on now, everybody gets a chance to go up there and speak, do their 5 minutes or whatever. But ultimately, they don't really take into consideration what everybody says. And the majority of the people that go to
yes,
that are against it, but the city council can ignore it and vote against, vote for it. So that's why I said, but I like watching shows like that, especially The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, even though the reality of a zombie apocalypse is not, but look at all the different factions that they had. You had the Kingdom, you had the what were they, Whisperers, you had Rick and his group that wasn't even named. If you watch it, I love how it tackles the humanity of an apocalyptic scenario. And Rick, this whole time, he thought he was good, but there were members of his team that were saying, Rick, the choices that you're making are allowing these people to die. You know, we're losing people. And you had the mayor. I can't remember what that not, it wasn't the kingdom. I can't remember what that colony was called, but you had the mayor. He thought he was doing right. You know, so it's like groups don't always tend to be the best for you, because even in a group, an unnamed group like Rick's group, they did what was known as the appeal to authority because Rick was a sheriff, during the good times, and so everybody was looking to a leader, and they Rick kind of bullied himself into that position of a leader, but there were choices he made that were good. There were choices that he made that were bad. And there's a fly flying around here and it's pissing me off. But,
yeah.
you
I,
know,
I see a group like for current climate we have now. a big group, you're gonna get more a strong chance of differing political views that are reflective of what's going on right now. If you bring that into a post scenario group situation, it's just like, yo, let's start over and look at this logically,
Right.
you know. But then you'll have your holdouts is just like, no, well, they're stuck in their mindset, their one way of knowing
Hmm.
things and being told how to think, and it's just like, no. So you're gonna end up
Right.
with a two-party system again, and maybe a third one is just like, I
Hmm.
don't know. That's what I
Right.
fear about large groups.
Hmm.
Uh, Smaller group is like, okay, we can actually probably get more rationale going on and come to
Hmm.
better agreements. And
Hmm.
lone wolf is like, screw you all.
Yeah, I mean, a perfect example is like look at Michonne. Like she was a lone wolf and ended up joining Rick's group. Look how much heartache she had to put up with. She fell in love with Rick. Um, Choices that Rick made and her following his lead you know, ended up getting people killed and whatnot. And there were several examples. Like I can't remember the guy's name, but remember the one guy that Rick found in the beginning. That guy saved Rick, and it was him and his son. And then he comes back later, and then Rick wants him to join the group, but he's like, "No, I'm better off on my own," and he goes off on his own again. You know, I mean, I like The Walking Dead for the whole drama and humanity. It shows the potential of dangers.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't watch the show.
Mm.
Uh, I watched the first episode. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know, but I
Hey,
understand
I'd say
I
medical
know what
because
you're
you have
saying.
elements that are natural to use.
What, you
Oh,
change
medicine.
your vote to medicine? Thought you were
No,
something.
no. Chaos asked
Oh,
if you had to
sacrifice.
sacrifice one major prep category. So he said medical because there are a lot of plant-based medicinal items. Yeah. And I mean, there's other things like you don't need to collect a whole bunch of bandages when you could use cloth.
Well,
You
define
know?
shelter. I mean, yeah, define shelter. I mean, can I find a cave
Yeah, I
or
mean,
something to build me a little fire underneath a overlapping rock structure? Get some of that heat to kind of bounce off the walls. I mean, define shelter.
there's
Water.
there's
I can find
many.
fresh water
Yeah,
sources.
there's many things in that if you were to sacrifice one or the other, you'd be okay. Now as far as like defense, yeah, I don't know. Defense, I probably wouldn't sacrifice defense ever.
I don't know. If I lose my
You can make
defense, and I have to have a strong offense. I don't know. That's a loaded question. Where
but
did you find this person?
that's my girl. I mean, yeah, I could probably sacrifice food. You could still survive. Water, you could still survive. Shelter, you could still survive because you could build your own shelter. I would be very standoffish on losing my defense, though. Medical, yeah, there's a lot of medicinal plants out there, but that comes with the knowledge, though, of knowing. Because if you pick the wrong plant, because there are plants out there that look like other plants, and if you choose the wrong one,
Yeah.
you know you have to know the knowledge of that. But with me, defense, yeah, you can, make your own bow and arrow, and you can do all that. But I would never give up at least a knife, which would be a defensive weapon. Because
Yeah.
without that knife, I can't make any other defensive tools. You know, unless I wanted to go back like and really work hard at making a old Native American knife, you know. But that's a good question. Was
Yeah,
sacrifice one major prep?
I might have to agree with medical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with medical. Get away, you fly, you stupid fly. Why won't you die, fly?
Oh, God's little creatures. I love getting one stuck in the truck here while I'm driving. It's just like having a travel companion that
Yeah.
I want to catch with a pair of chopsticks and rip his wings off very, very slowly.
You ever go to in your truck, Buff? You ever go to bed with one fly, and when you wake up, there's like 5 or 6 flies in there?
Not that many, but I have woken up with like go to sleep with one, and there's like three.
Oh
When I
yeah,
get up, it's just like, where did you two come from? What's this? Which one used
right,
the OG? It's just,
right.
oh well, you all gonna die. No, it's just, I give them a chance to get out. I try to shoo them out, and they just be stubborn. It was like, all right, time to die. And it's just, enough.
Yep, she's dozing off. I told you she was gonna doze off here in a little bit. I gotta get to bed here in a little bit, anyways, too.
Final words for tonight.
Final words. I hate that. I hate that phrase. Final words, like I'm going to die. Stop it, Zach. Thank God he doesn't have his knife with him. No,
Let me think about that
I'm
one
gonna
for a
say
second.
I want to thank everybody in chat, mainly Chaos that was asking a lot of good questions, and those that asked some good questions, like Walter. You know, appreciate you guys asking some serious questions and not asking, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, or if Sally sells seashells by the seashore, kind of questions. Zach's trying to do these Q&As and be a little bit more professional about it, and it's those that were in chat tonight were a little bit more professional about it, and we really appreciate it. And Chaos asked some really good questions, as a fellow prepper herself, so appreciate that. I know Zach does too.
Oof. Don't let's see here. Because I've been watching a lot of these videos and it's just stuck on my mind. And I guess it's relative to a political sense of how the left is losing their minds right now because they don't know what the definition of the word fascism is primarily. So I know this is a strong crowd. You don't let these idiots on TikTok making their crying videos get to you. Don't let anything that anybody says about you, especially when they're crying with dyed blue hair and nose rings and or morbidly obese, don't let it affect you. In the sense of relative of what we're talking about, if someone calls you crazy or paranoid for prepping, ignore them
Mhm.
because they will be. What's that story about the? What was it? It's the two animals. The squirrel prepared all summer, and there was another animal that was just lazy and didn't do
Oh, the
anything, and
grasshopper and the ant. Yeah.
something like that. One of them prepared all for the winter, and the other one didn't. And then when winter came, the one was just like, "Please, can you help me?" It was like, "I told you to get ready. You called me crazy. Look at you
Hmm.
now." It just kind of like that. Don't let anybody call you crazy for getting ready. Just simply getting ready. But yeah, that.
Yeah, and thanks for having me up here, Zach.
Oh, yes, like you saw.
An incredible night it's been, my amazing unique prepping community. Bottom of my heart, thank you for showing up, bringing your questions, and sharing your passion for preparedness in episode 12 of our unique Q&A, Pick My Brain. Energy, curiosity, and willingness to dive into everything from survival strategies to personal stories made this live stream absolutely unforgettable. Whether you were here asking about my personal life to my journey of prepping, you've made this space a true hub of knowledge and connection. This community is a family, and I'm beyond grateful for every single one of you who makes it so special. Your engagement tonight was off the charts, and I can't thank you enough for the thought-provoking questions that pushed me to dig deep and share what I've learned over the years. Whether you're a seasoned prepper or just starting to explore what it means to be ready for the unexpected, your presence here shows a commitment to taking control of your future, and that's something I deeply admire. The stories you shared, the insights you brought to the panel, and the way you lift each other up in the chat, it's a testament to the strength and resilience of this community. You inspire me every single day to keep pushing forward and sharing the knowledge that keeps us prepared. So grateful for the open panel tonight, where so many of you jumped in to share your own prepping journeys, tips, and even a few laughs. Hearing your voices, your unique perspectives, and your creative approaches to survival made this episode one for the books. This live stream isn't just about me answering questions, it's about all of us coming together to learn, grow, and build a network of like-minded folks who are ready for anything. Your willingness to step up, join the conversation, and contribute to this community makes me so proud to be a part of it. Thank you for making this space so vibrant and full of life. Everyone who dropped a question in the chat, whether it was about the nitty-gritty of prepping or something a little more personal, thank you for trusting me with your curiosity. I love how fearless you are in asking the tough questions, from how to prep on a budget to what's in my own survival kit. Questions challenge me to think deeper, share more, and keep refining what it means to live a prepared, self-reliant life. Community is built on your engagement, and I'm so thankful for the way you show up with such enthusiasm and heart every single time. Huge thank you to those who joined the open panel tonight and brought their voices to the conversation. It takes guts to hop on and share your thoughts live, and you all did it with such grace and wisdom. Whether you were sharing a survival hack, a personal story, or just vibing with the community, your contributions made this episode so much richer. The beauty of unique prepping is that it's not just about one person's knowledge, it's about all of us coming together to share what we know and lift each other up. That happened tonight, and I'm so grateful for your courage and generosity. Can't say enough about how much this community means to me. You're not just viewers or subscribers, you're a family of preppers, dreamers, and doers who are committed to being ready for whatever comes next. Support, whether it's through your comments, your shares, or just showing up to watch, keeps this movement alive. I'm endlessly thankful for the way you rally around each other, share resources, and keep the conversation going long after the live stream ends. The heartbeat of unique prepping, and I'm so honored to be on this journey with you. For anyone who wants to stay connected and dive deeper into all things unique prepping, make sure to check out our LinkTree in the description below. You'll find links to our socials, resources, and everything you need to keep up with this incredible community. Whether you're looking for more prepping tips, gear recommendations, or just want to stay in the loop, the LinkTree has it all. Thank you for being a part of this movement and for helping us grow by sharing our content with others who might need a little preparedness in their lives. Support doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm so grateful for every like, comment, and share that helps spread the word about unique prepping. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream, please take a moment to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends, family, or anyone who might be interested in joining our community. Little bit helps us reach more people who want to embrace a prepared, resilient lifestyle, and I'm so thankful for your help in making that happen. You're not just watching, you're helping build something truly special. Wrap up, I want to thank you again for your incredible energy, your questions, and your unwavering support. Community is a beacon of hope and strength in a world that can feel uncertain at times. You remind me every day why I do this, because together, we're not just surviving, we're thriving, learning, and preparing for a future that's as unique as each one of us. Passion for preparedness, your kindness, and your willingness to show up make all the difference, and I'm so blessed to have you in this corner of the world. I love you all, and I'll leave you with a verse from the King James Version of the Bible to carry with you. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16 verse 13. Stay prepared, stay unique, and God bless.
You woke up to a world that said stay in line. Your dreams too big, heart's too wild, you'll be fine. But you've got fire burning deep inside. Don't let the fear rewrite your life. Every step you take, you're breaking through. Even when the voices inside shadow you, don't forget what you were made to do. The world's waiting on the light inside of you. Like, comment, share and subscribe. We're in this together. Prepare for the ride. Don't give up on your journey. Don't you let go of that flame. Your passion's got power, your dreams got a name. You're closer than you ever knew. If you need prepping, can do it, you can too. They say you're dreaming way too loud, but you were never meant to blend in with the crowd. You've got a voice, so let it rise. You're not alone, we're on your side. You're the only you this world will see, so shine like only you can be. Don't trade your truth for their routine. Keep going, chase that daring dream. Like, comment, share and subscribe. We're in this together. Prepare for the ride. Don't give up on your journey. Don't you let go of that flame. Your passion's got power, your dreams got a name. You're closer than you ever knew. If you need prepping, can do it, you can too. When the nights get long and the road feels rough, when the mountain's high and the climate's tough, look how far you've come, you've made it through, and you'll rise again, 'cause that's what dreamers do. Don't give up on your journey. You got a spark, let it fly. Your stories unfold and reach in the sky. Just hold on, you'll break through. If you need prepping, can do it, you can too. Yeah.